Today, we print a big ass print. So here I am at the Fro factory on a Saturday afternoon because I'm about to print a big ass print on this Canon Pro 4000 that is behind me. Now, earlier today at the loft, I was thinking I might as well go print a file from the Nikon D850, but couldn't decide which one I wanted to print. So I asked you guys for help on Instagram. Now, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, my name is Jared Polin on there because, you know, that's my name. So go ahead and give me a follow. And if you could hit that button that says get all notifications, that'd be awesome so that you don't miss any of the pictures or videos that I put live. That would be great, so thank you for doing that. So Instagram now has this new poll feature where you can vote for this or vote for that. So I took these two images and I asked you guys, do you like the top or do you like the bottom? And then I decided to do it again with another two images and asked you, do you like the top or the bottom? And then based on the ones that you decided that you liked, I put the two together and asked you top or bottom again. So we had the choice between the flowers image, which I like by the way, and then Steven's image of the Milky Way that he shot in Bend, Oregon, and you guys decided on the Milky Way photo. So that's the print that I'm gonna print behind me in just a minute. But I was thinking back to when we had this printer brought in. Now, when it was delivered, it came in a box truck and it weighed something like 550 pounds is what the packing slip said. So getting this into the factory was a lot of fun. But it wasn't actually for inside delivery, but it's funny what happens when you slip some guys to like 20 bucks each to help you. They help you real fast to get that into the factory. So how big of a print can you print on this printer? Well, it is 44 inches wide, and being that it uses roll paper, it's gonna go as long as the roll paper goes to get a print. So currently I have in there two different rolls because I have the version where you have the extra paper feeder. I've got one in there that's 44 inches, that's Arctic Polar Luster from a company called Red River. I like how bright white that paper is. And then the second roll has in there a 24-inch wide roll of Arctic Polar Luster from Red River. Now I like printing big ass prints, so that's why we're gonna be printing with the 44-inch wide, but it's super cool that you can print it as long as you want. I mean, the ink, people always ask, how much is the ink? Now, the ink cartridges themselves are pretty darn expensive. Like sometimes 180 bucks to $294, depending on the size that you get. And so I will say that there is a software that the printer comes with that tells you how much each print costs. And to be honest with you, the ink costs aren't that bad. It breaks it down and says, this is how much you used in cyan, this is how much you used in magenta, this is how much you used in black. And it's super cool that it lets you know that, so that if you wanted to sell your prints, you would know the actual cost of paper and the actual cost of ink, so that you could go ahead and sell it later and know how much you can make off of it. I mean, printing is a major deal, and the reason I talk about printing is because I love giving the gift of photography. I like taking a print and giving it to somebody. Now, not everybody's gonna buy this $4,000 or $5,000 printer, but Canon also has the Pro 1000, which is a desktop version that does 17 by 22. Now, it doesn't do roll paper, but that printer is absolutely incredible, especially if you're selling prints. If you're selling prints and making money, the printer is almost a no-brainer because it doesn't end up costing you anything in the long run. Obviously, you're replacing ink, but you're making money selling your prints. But at this point, I wanna go through the process of using Lightroom and then using Canon's plugin to take the raw file and get it printed out as a big ass print on this printer. So now let's go through the process of how we make a big ass print. Now the goal with this print is to go 44 inches by however long it's going to be. So it starts right here in Lightroom with the raw file. Now this is a file that Steven took in Bend, Oregon of the Milky Way while painting some light on these trees. Now, we didn't have the coolest trees around, but it was more of just experimenting, and I think this photo looks awesome. So I'm not gonna make any changes to Steven's edits because these are his edits, right? I shouldn't be changing it because that's how he wants it to be printed. So here's the process of what we need to do. Let's go to File, Plug-in Extras. We've got Canon Print Studio Pro, which is the software that Canon includes that is awesome because I'm not super technical when it comes to the proper ways of doing all the prints. But when you put it into this Print Studio Pro and it walks you through how to do everything and it looks awesome, then I'm gonna continue to use it without a problem. So now this is the screen that you're faced with. Now, of course, this image may look a little blurry right here. That's just because Well, this is a small preview. So what do we go over here? We've got the printer, it's the Pro 4000. We're using the Arctic Polar Luster from Red River. I wanted to use roll 1 because roll 1, I believe, is the big roll, right? I think roll 1 is the big roll, so it has the bigger paper on it. Print quality, we're gonna keep it in high. You don't really need to print it in the highest quality because you'll never know the difference. It will probably take a hell of a lot longer. In this case, we're gonna stick with highest. We're using the profile and we're using the printer profile for the Red River Arctic Polar Luster. That's what we're doing. Let's go to the layout real quick. Layout, we can see we're gonna print this borderless. Yes, you can do borderless on this printer, 44 inches wide borderless. So what it does, it actually overprints, so it kind of wastes some ink on the outside and then that just gets wasted, but that's what you need to do if you want to print a full bleed image. So what else do we have here? Back here under printer settings, I don't know, let's go ahead and print. Then I skip this next screen because it really doesn't mean anything, and I'm gonna hit print and hopefully it gets printing. So here it is, this is the big ass print. This is a 44 by 62 inch full bleed print, and I have to lay down next to it just to give you some perspective on how big it really is. Now I'm 6'7". No, I'm not. I'm 6'1". No, I'm still not that. I'm like 5'9" with good shoes on, but still, this print is super big. Now what I have to say is that this is a testament to a couple of things. It's a testament to how good the D850 is, how good the Canon ProGraph 4000 is, and how good Steven is as a photographer to pull out all of the quality that he did from the image that he got and that we could print it right here. So the moral of the story is print big ass prints. Now, if you can't afford a big ass printer like the Pro 4000, you could always look at something like the Pro 1000 that Canon has. It's still a little expensive, but if you make money off of prints, then the printer is gonna pay for itself fairly quick. But if you can't afford a printer, there's absolutely nothing wrong with ordering your prints online. I use a place called Adorama Picks to order big ass prints. And if, you know, the good part is you don't have to own a printer, you don't have to pay for the ink, you don't have to do very much other than pay for the shipping after you upload it and hit order. That's what I recommend doing. So guys, print more. That's really the story of this vlog, is print more, and if you do, make them big ass prints. To check out the last couple of vlogs, go ahead and click up on the screen, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share it so that I can make more. And the more people that see it, the happier I am. That's it. See ya.